Welcome, I'm Elizabeth Harper. I'm thrilled that you've joined me on numerologist.com. I'm here with this week's angel messages. So we're using cards from Keepers of the Light, the angel cards. In a moment, what I'm going to do is shuffle the cards and pick 3. I would love for you to place your hands over your heart, just like angel wings. Invite the angels in to guide you to message 1, 2, or 3. A message that comes from their heart to yours. All right, you ready? So I'm going to shuffle these as we set our intention to receive a message that is perfect for you at this time. Just what you need, not always what you want, right? So let's see. First message is from Kali. This is Kali Mars. It's facing your fears. So it says, major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So I love that energy of kind of pale blue and red. And one of the reasons I like it, it's a little bit gruesome with the skulls right there, right? But one of the reasons I like it is because blue is the sky, red is the earth. So there's almost this sense when I feel into this of, all right, it's not that you have a choice here of change. It's happening anyway. We're changing all the time. Our body is changing constantly. We're breathing. That's change. It's happening all the time. And yet we can resist certain aspects of our lives changing. And I feel with this that it's about letting go of resistance. It's about surrendering to the change. It's about allowing that growth, that blossoming. See all the blossoming and the flowers? And a sense of, with the skulls, something is ending. And it's just taking it as experience. This has been something that you've learned. This has been an adventure, a journey. And now it's part of that book of experiences that you have. And you're moving into this next stage. And you see all that fire, because Kali, of course, is connected to the fire, right? That fire at the core. There is a feeling of the fire is there, the passion is there, this desire is there to move on, to take a next step, to move into the next phase of your life. Not always easy. It's not always easy. And this, when it says facing your fear, I feel that change, we are afraid of change. We are afraid of something being different from what it is now because we get so used to how things are in this moment. We go into a place of routine and we're happy with that routine. It's familiar and we can manage it. And then when something kind of shifts and changes, that's difficult and we fear that change. But there could be other fears that are coming up for you at this time. And I feel that your angels are just saying, okay, let's face that fear. It's time to face that fear because maybe it's been holding you back from a place of freedom. And now it's time to be free. It's time to soar. It's time to fly. So allow yourself to be guided by your angels, to have them next to you. Know that you are loved and you can face that fear. Have courage. You can face that fear. It's time. And it's time to release. It's time to let go. It's time to change. It's time to move forward. I love that. It's funny. I feel almost out of breath with that as well. So it's just, sometimes we're kind of holding on, aren't we? We hold our breath and then we just move through it and then look back and realize it wasn't as bad as we thought it was. Okay. Next card. Number 2. Number 2 is Freya. Phases and cycles. It says, there is beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Isn't that funny? Because that's the same as the first card, essentially. On some level, because it's going through change. It's moving through, like it says, cycles and phases like the moon. What's interesting to me is that there is a raven there, a crow, a raven, and I see lots of ravens around here, and there was a cacophony of ravens yesterday. There were so many of them, and there's just this sense of them all coming together. So I feel that there's a message in this from the raven about all coming together, everything coming together. And I feel like there's going to be a realization for you, part of your story, an understanding. Oh, this is why this happened. This is why I need to take this step. This is why I needed to learn that lesson so that I would be prepared for this, so that I would be ready for this, so that I could grow from this. And there is a sense here when I'm looking at this card, you see, I see this green right here. The green can be a new beginning. But it's interesting, from this green, I feel as if you may have had a lack of energy lately, or it's felt like, you haven't been able to build momentum or get moving in the way that you wanted to. And there is a sense of this green energy of there is this new beginning that's there, but it means planting a new seed. There's a sense of planting a new seed. What else do you want to create now? What do you want to manifest? What do you want to bring into your life? You need to plant the seed. So it isn't necessarily about this is what I want and bringing it in. It's more about let's plant that energy. Let's start focusing on that energy so that it can grow, and that growth will then draw it to you. That's my feeling with this. I love that, phases and cycles, because when you think about it with growth, when you plant a seed and then it grows and it blossoms, that's part of that phase and cycle, isn't it? The cycle of growth. And that's the same for you. Okay, final card. Let's see what wants to come in. Final card, number 3. Number 3 is infinite abundance. I love that. That's the perfect card to complete these other two about the phases and the cycles and the fears and releasing, etc. This is Lord Ganesh. So this says obstacles are being removed. Yay, that would be Kali. Obstacles being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So abundance. Beautiful vibration of abundance. It's interesting. The light suddenly shifted on my camera. So it was almost like it went dark and then it went light. So I feel like there's a realization there. There's a meaning to that. When I look at this, you see the lotus flower right here. And I feel that that lotus flower is representing the ease of opening up. So when we think of the lotus flowers connected to the chakras, we talk about the lotus having to move from the mud up to the light, and how challenging that is to go from the mud up into the light. But there is a sense with this that it's easy. It feels like that abundance, that ability to receive abundance, to create abundance, to manifest abundance, that it's easy. And I feel that that is the message from the angels for you at this time, is just that it's easy. It's not as difficult as you think. It's not as challenging as you think. And those as you go into this place of knowing that it's easy, then the obstacles are removed. The obstacles move out of place. It's an illusion. The obstacles are an illusion. On this earth plane, when we see the obstacles, they are so real, aren't they? It's like, well, of course I have these obstacles. I can't do this, and I can't do that, and I can't do the other, and I can't get this abundance. And those are the obstacles, the I can'ts. And what your angels are saying is that as soon as you focus on abundance is easy. It's really easy. It shifts those obstacles out of the way. And it is easy. I love that. I want to focus on that today. It's easy. I feel that that is the message. Infinite abundance. It's just easy. It's right there. right. So, thank you so much for being here with me. Your angels are always with you, of course. I will see you next week. Angel blessings to you.